Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode, the final episode of Season 1 for the Treasure of Vault 23, Broken Coven. Thank you for joining us for your weekly dose of Fallout shenanigans. My name is Alex, and I will be your humble overseer for this series. Tonight, we will be playing the Fallout Wasteland Warfare RPG expansion published by Modifius. This is a set of RPG rules that have been grafted onto their popular miniatures game, allowing players to experience the Wasteland of Fallout with their own custom characters. The system features deep tactical combat with RPG elements that transport the player directly into the Fallout franchise. We have gathered some adventurous Wastelanders tonight. Say yoo-hoo, Wastelanders.
Yoo-hoo,
Wastelanders.
Wastelanders.
I want to give them a chance to tell us a little bit about themselves, the character they will be playing, where else we can find them, and have them answer my question of the day. The question of the day is, what would a world populated by clones of you be like? Starting with Kat.
Hi guys, I'm Kat. I'm playing Ember Valak today. Also dog meat. Ember Valak is a very angry, grungy person, and I love playing her. It brings out the dark side of me. When I'm not here, you can find me in school or at work usually. I don't really do anything besides those things, and then you can also find me on Nether War on Monday nights. As for the question of the day, if it was a bunch of clones of me, I just feel like that would be like a really bad time for everybody. Like, I am very awkward when you first meet me, and like I continue to be awkward, but like less so. But like I'm just imagining like these really awkward social interactions just going on across the globe. And that just wouldn't be a good time. So let's not do that ever. But other than that, I'm gonna pass it to Will.
Oh, I've always found it a joy to talk with you, Kat. I've never once felt awkward. So,
Thanks.
yes, yeah. Hi, friends. I'm Will. I play Oliver Praxton. He likes to punch things. He likes to be grumpy, and I'm gonna be sad to say goodbye to him for a while after this episode. So, yeah. What else can I tell you? This is really the only place you can find me unless you work in insurance, and then you probably don't want to find me because I'm irritating there. As for the question of the day, I'm a really bad driver, so like avoid the roads if there are a million of me out there. But otherwise, I think it would be pretty chill. There'd be a lot of cotton candy for everybody to eat because that's my favorite food. So that's all I got. But I will pass it over to Calvin.
All right. Well, hi, I'm Calvin. I am here playing Lee Kirby, the comic book obsessed genius who had managed to survive an entire season in the Wasteland. So good for him. Had a few close calls there, particularly that moment where he was the only person on the team not mind controlled or unconscious. I thought that would be his end, but apparently not. So as for me, myself, you can find me here. I will be back next week on Nether War playing User Masterminds and hopefully continuing because that was a whole lot of fun. And you can also see me over on the Win with Dice channel on YouTube, where we play Lancer occasionally and do weekly weekly podcasts of GM tips just to make it a bit easier to get people into running games because it's really fun and cool to do. As for the question of the day, what would a world populated exclusively by me be like? I'm torn on it being like great and terrible. Like I feel like I don't know. I think I can be a pretty chill guy, easy enough to get along with. But sometimes I just don't feel like doing all the important stuff. So I'm imagining all the bucks that will be passed, all the various responsibilities that will be quickly dodged with just an email or a text, and I don't know. That will either everything will grind to a halt, or it'll all be okay because no one wants to bother anyone else.
We're going to force Calvin Prime to do all the work.
That's the thing. Which one is the Prime? Because sure it's not me. It's got to be that other Calvin. Yeah, and with that, I will pass it on to Brian.
Hey guys, I'm playing Ajax Richards, everybody's favorite drug dealer in the Wasteland. You can find me, obviously, here. And we've got something special coming up that's going to be taking over Werewolf soon. So you will no longer find me on Werewolf in 2 to 3 episodes. We'll have a brand new title for that. And as for the question of the day, Yeah, life would just be really chaotic and be really all over the place. If you ever played Lemmings, it'd probably be a lot like that, except with a lot of existential crisis, or a lot like those aliens from Toy Story. We'd all just be happy doing stuff and just bring on doom without knowing it.
Excellent. And I'm Alex. You can find me here GMing for one more night until I don't have to do that anymore, and we'll be giving the GM seat over to Will. He's going to be doing his Monster of the Week game in this time slot after our special one shot the next 2 weeks. I'm also the GM for Monday, Nether War, and I play in Born of Rage with Brian as well. So there's all kinds of places you can find me here. As for my answer to the question of the day, I don't think it would be a good time for anybody. I think every Alex would want to be the prime Alex, and we would all be. It'd be a Highlander situation where we'd all just be killing each other until there could be only one. Yeah. So I guess without further ado, let's jump into this last season finale for Treasure Vault 23. So, last time on the Treasure Vault 23 was pretty heavy. Our heroes squared off against Eleanor, the Mirewort Queen, and her brood in the fight for their lives. Several of our heroes went down after taking an involuntary bath in the Queen's acid, but in the end our group was triumphant. The mysterious stranger showed up in the end and provided the killing blow on Eleanor, much to Oliver's chagrin. After this titanic fight, the heroes made their way into the Salem Museum of Witchcraft, where they found more answers than they bargained for. The Spiral had gone through recently and set up his tableaus. Using the corpses of Harrington's soldiers, they made their way through this macabre maze and found the secret room containing the Spiral's last message. There they found Ulysses Harrington tied to a stake surrounded by Spiral cultists. He let them know that if they take the message the Spiral left for them, that he would be killed. The group agonized over the choice for a moment, but tried to have their cake and eat it too, with Oliver attempting to grab the holotape around Harrington's neck and release him. However, the cultists launched a powerful telepathic attack that instantly immolated Harrington. Well, Harrington's synth, at least. After this, they brought Eleanor's claw to Gertrude for the saddest USP scene so far, I think. Gertrude confirmed that she and Myrtle were ancient witches that had made a pact with eldritch forces for immortality in exchange for killing as many humans as possible. She revealed that these demons were in fact aliens named Zadans, and their technology is what allowed them to perform magic. Gertrude also revealed that the Spiral was a serial killer turned overseer of Vault 23, who was a student of Myrtle's that was raised to the aliens. Now he goes by the name The Mysterious Stranger. Oliver had a tender moment with Gertrude before her death at the hands of Myrtle's magic, and our heroes are on the road south trying to decide their next best course of action. That's where we sort of fall in with them. So, what is everybody doing as Oliver rejoins the group?
So there was just a
over Gemma.
yeah, there was just a massive giant like green cloud storm, right? So just recovering from that, making sure everyone's okay, trying to see where Oliver is and whatever dust is left of this wind storm that came through.
Yeah, he does come into view pretty quickly.
Did the storm get her?
Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing more of her.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I am. I'm fine. We should start making our way back down south.
Oh, right. Okay. Do we need to take a moment? We just got hit with the number of revelations in there. Should we figure out what our next step is, or does this change our plans in any way?
We need to get Gemma someplace safe. We can't take her to where we're going.
Right. So yeah, back to that town we were at before. I'm sure there won't be more bug people, creatures going on around there. Now they know about it, so.
It's a toss-up. We didn't give them a cure. We just told them it happens.
Yeah, we told them how to stop it with surgery, but the only cure we really had was those injections, and I don't think we're going to get any more anytime soon.
No.
That or radiation. which I suppose there's plenty of.
Well, here's hoping.
Okay, well, we can go there, check on them, and find somewhere safe for Gemma to rest. How is Gemma, by the way?
She's a little traumatized. She's been a little slack-jawed, a little glassy-eyed since she ran out of Gertrude's cabin.
But she's not a synth.
Yeah, probably not.
It's okay, Gemma. Everything's gonna be okay. Here, have a cookie.
She takes it from you. She says, thank you, Mr. Ajax."
See, kids are easy. Let's get walking.
Okay. So yeah, we'll head back down to Bunker Hill, unless there's something in between here and there.
It is up to you guys. The location they wanted you to clear out is sort of between where you are now and Bunker Hill, but if you want to take Gemma back to Bunker Hill first to get her secured and then go back to that place, it's sort of a back and forth, but it's up to y'all.
I think it's probably safest to get Gemma to somewhere safe before we
I
deal
agree.
with stuff.
Yeah, let's loop around.
Yeah.
Who is leading the way?
I will.
Awesome. I would like for you.
Uh,
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, is it nighttime?
It's evening-ish. It's not all
Have
the way
we
dark yet.
taken time to heal and recuperate from our scrap with a queen?
Not all the way. But you are all free to stop wherever you'd like. It is a day's journey from here to
Oh,
Bunker Hill,
okay.
so
I'd say let's do the majority of the traveling at night, and then we can rest.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's go.
I will lead the way with my one eye glowing.
glowing in the dark with Oliver leading the way. Oliver, please go ahead and give me a know-how survival check.
Ooh. I will spend one of my luck points to turn that 6 into a 4.
Excellent. Oh, hey, Robnix, nice to see you. There's a poll where you can vote if Gemma's the synth this time or not. So you start heading on down. Oliver, with your success, you're able to keep the gang basically out of danger. You make your way through, through a couple of different old, worn-out overpasses, through a couple of broken-down diners. You do find a car park that would be an excellent place to bed down for the night. Looks like it's a garage that's still mostly intact that you can hole up in that only has one entrance in and out.
Sure, sounds good to me. Anybody else? Lee, does your book say that this will be an okay spot to be in for the night?
Okay, let me just flip through here. Yeah, it'll do. Maybe a bit chilly, but other than that, it'll do.
Oliver will roll his eyes, knowing that Lee can't read in the dark, and
Lee's got a
We've been
flashlight.
pretending to be smart this whole time.
He tricked us. He tricked us the whole time. Perfect. So you all bed down for the evening in this garage. Gemma sort of turns in early, Ember. She goes over to your bedroll and she kind of lays down. And she looks up at you. You think there's something on her mind, but she's not being forthcoming with it.
Gemma, is there something that you want to talk about?
Are you still looking for that vault?
Yes.
You shouldn't.
Why?
It's dangerous.
Say that. What?
It's dangerous.
Most of the things I do are dangerous, dear.
Not like this. I saw the people that Myrtle talks to.
Did she do something to you while we were gone?
No,
What kind of people was she talking to?
they were green. They were skinny. Not like super
were-
mutant green. They were like little and green. And they had helmets. I didn't understand what they were saying, but they came a couple times while you were gone.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that. Is there anything else that happened or that you'd like to share?
I saw the robot make a mime
Out of who?
out of somebody who stumbled into the camp. He had one of those 3-corner hats on that the some of the guys out here have, in a flag with stars.
Okay. I'm sorry that you had to see that. It's okay though, we're gonna get you to someplace safe and I'll talk to the guys about it, okay?
There isn't anywhere safe.
She's just gonna like pull her close and like hug her tight.
The green men are gonna come.
It's okay, I'll protect you from the green men.
And she will lightly cry into your chest until she falls asleep.
Ember, there's like a lone tear falling down Ember's cheek.
There's a lone tear falling down Dogmeat's cheek too.
Yeah. We're all three just like cuddled up on our little cots.
Awesome. What's everybody else doing?
Go ahead, go for it.
Okay. Just like, do I open my mouth? Okay. No, Lee is just going through his comics looking for any issue that has anything about aliens.
Well, you have a lot of issues that have to do with aliens.
Well, okay. Well, I guess since he didn't hear Gemma's description, he's just like going through every single one, trying to pick out anything that sounds like a Zayden, or sounds like they arrived on Earth around the right time, around the 1600s. He's well versed in the lore, but it wouldn't hurt to double check.
Go ahead and make a know-how pre-war check for me.
Oh, you're actually okay. I assumed this would be useless, but
Lee is a doctor, and he's an expert in pop culture. I mean, history.
okay, know-how, history, pre-war. There I am. So skill die. Well, there.
Well,
exactly what it should be.
3 of them.
Rolled an X.
So with an X, Lee, you're sort of digging through. There's a lot of aliens in these comics, and you're not really you're not nailing down anything that named as Zayden or anything like that. Nothing that matches the. I mean, there are a lot of little green men in the books, but nothing that seems feasible, as far as you're concerned.
Yeah, he's just going to be wrapped up in that. If he goes through once he doesn't find anything, he'll go through it again. He's trying to find some knowledge in the one place he goes to for knowledge.
Excellent. Yeah, you're reading a bunch of Captain Cosmo issues, going through, just trying to center yourself and trying to make sense of all the information that was dumped on you at the end of last week.
Wishing he collected more Captain Cosmos issues, but going through what he has.
Excellent. What about Oliver or Ajax?
I'm trying to go to bed. I've had enough nightmares. I don't need to hear about this. It's cramped in this garage. You talk mighty loud, making me cry.
Ajax just crying over his bedroll. Love it.
I'm not gonna sleep. I've got too much on my mind, and I've got 2 things that I want to do that take some time.
Okay.
Can I find paper here?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I would like to find some paper, and I would like to draw a comic book of us defeating the queen, Eleanor. And I would like to make just that, but then I would also like to, after that, make an alternate ending where Oliver kills the queen.
Director's cut.
Yes, and once I see that Lee is asleep, I will tuck that into his collection for him there. And then I want to take out my other set of tarot cards. And I assume that there's like a little pamphlet with them that kind of discusses what each of the cards mean. I would like to go through that, and as I'm reading, I would like to draw on the major arcana cards. Yeah, and we might find out a little bit more about that later. But yeah, as I read things, I'd like to doodle on those cards and then put them away.
Awesome. So yeah, the evening passes uneventfully for you all. You all wake up and you begin making your way on back to Bunker Hill. Since you did most of your traveling overnight, you rest during the late hours of the night and early mornings, early afternoon. So you arrive in Bunker Hill right around sunset. The place is it's cleaned up since last time you were here with the gunfight and the bug people. You do see that there is a large funeral pyre that's been erected outside of Bunker Hill, just a few abandoned buildings down from the palisade that surrounds it all. There's a couple of folks there in masks that have been moving bodies in and out of this massive fire. And everybody seems a little tired as you're wandering into town. The Mayor Kendall, she will come over to Oliver and the rest of the group and say, "Oh, you're back. I don't suppose you have any word about the National Guard depot, do you?"
Not as of yet. We are planning to go there straight away. We just had something else to do first.
Well, I hope you were successful in whatever that was.
I'll say mostly, but there is another part of it that we have to deal with. And he's just gonna look over at Gemma.
I know it's a lot to ask, but we need safe lodgings for this little girl.
You went out into the wasteland, you found a little girl?
It's a very long story. But long story short, she's been through an outrageous amount, and she needs someplace safe to lie low while we're out. Not only fighting your battles, but fighting our own.
Yeah, as it just so happens, we have a lot of vacancies in town right now, so she could stay with me for the time being.
Does this lady give off positive vibes, Alan?
She gives off kind of like tired chain smoker vibes,
I trust her.
like one of Margie's sisters.
I was gonna ask if it was cool aunt vibes, but
I would like that, but I need you to make sure that nothing happens to her.
Yeah, I mean, she'll be under the protection of Bunker Hill security.
She goes nowhere by herself, except for like the bathroom and stuff. Don't abuse this girl.
Yeah, that's fine. And if you all need lodgings again, please feel free to stay over at the Savoldi Inn. I cleared it with them that you could stay for free. As a thank you for saving us from, well, the bug people.
Anyway, you're willing to give us that 40% discount off armor now?
I'll give you 20% now. I can't do 40% until the task has been completed.
what about stim packs? Do you have any of those that we can purchase?
We're pretty low. I mean, I think the most we can spare is probably 2.
Yeah, I can. I'll need a couple of my own, so I don't have to keep borrowing everyone when everyone else is. Sure, I'll take those. For how many caps?
60 caps each is fine.
You have more artistic medicines available?
What do you mean, like chems?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few chems for sale still. What are you in the mood for?
Whatever 65 caps will buy me. What you got?
You can have a dose of jet for that.
Okay. That sounds fair. I am out of money.
Going into season 2 broke. I love it.
Not broke, hopefully.
I have approximately 0 stim packs.
Don't get hit.
I know.
Before Gemma goes away, I'd like a moment with her.
She'll turn around and look up. What's going on, Mr. Oliver?
Hey, I know there's been lots of questions about you and if you're a robot or if you're just a sweet little girl.
I don't think I'm a robot.
I don't think you're a robot anymore either. I'm gonna take out my tarot cards and I'm gonna pull out the sun, and it's, you know, an image of a white horse and a small child riding the horse holding a sunflower and the big sun in the back. And I have tried very hard. I'm not very artistic, but I've tried very hard to make the child look as close to Gemma as I can. And I will say, do you know what these are?
No. Her eyes are just saucer wide.
They're very, very special cards, but they only work if all of them are together. So I'm going to give you this, and I need you to hold on to it until we come back, yeah?
But don't you need the magic?
I'm not going to use them so much for magic. But this way we'll know when we come back that it's still you and that it's not another little robot girl.
Okay.
Yeah?
And she'll take it and she'll hold it close to her.
It's real important. None of the other cards work without it. So we'll be back. And I'll want that back when I come back too.
Okay, Mr. Oliver.
Okay. And then I will rustle her hair a little bit.
She'll run off to go be a scamp somewhere else.
Does she still have that stealth boy?
She does still have that stealth boy.
Okay, good.
I have so many
She's a
gifts.
good kid.
I sold that stealth boy for drug money. What are you talking about?
She took the last jet in town.
It's for my asthma.
She's turning into Ajax.
Ugh. Child raised by wastelanders. That's probably not good.
What?
All right. So
Better than raised by aliens.
it is better than raised by aliens. That's right. So yeah, that night passes uneventfully, and you all are free to continue your journey the following day. And you make your way on up to the National Guard depot, which, as you're kind of crossing over this broken down wreck of a place, you do find it's sort of a wide array of army barracks, and there's some drill yards with a bunch of those like monkey bars things and the tires that you're able to jump through. There's a couple of old magazines that are erected still that look like they've been picked clean for loot. You also see there are a number of ghouls sort of lurking around this area. Don't see any sign of raiders, though. There also appear to be a number of activated machine gun turrets on the roof of some of the buildings nearby. And a very large tank in the middle of the depot.
Are the ghouls like, or are they just hanging out?
Looks like they're just sort of hanging out. They're kind of just zombieing around.
Oh, are they like feral kind of ghouls?
They are feral kind of ghouls.
Okay.
Hey, Oliver, aren't those your people? Can you go tell them to leave?
I have a feeling that these listen to even less reason than I would.
She'll sigh.
Oliver is
But I mean,
ghoulish. They might ignore him.
If you want me to hit them with something really hard, I bet they'll go down pretty quick.
Do we see any like terminals?
You do see some terminals. The primary one appears to be over here in this corner.
Over where? Oh my gosh, I'm not even in the game.
Get your head in the game, cat.
I pulled up Roll20 and then I just never clicked into the game. Okay, where did you say?
It's this blue X over here.
Okay.
I can make it there.
Can you?
Lee is feeling real confident. He woke up one day seeing a mysterious comic book he didn't know where it came from, but it featured all of his friends.
Aw. Okay, well, I mean, like, I'll cover you while you run. He can go with you.
Do still have this other stealth boy that I literally never used.
I mean, yeah, if you think you can make it, go for it.
It's a lot of ghouly boys.
This is a bold plan. I like this plan.
All I have to do
I'm
is
confused. What is the plan? Are you going to turn off the turrets?
Boldness
Yeah.
is the plan.
Or are the turrets on?
They are on.
But
I
not
want him to
firing
turn
at the
off
ghouls.
turrets.
Not firing at the ghouls, no.
I don't want them to fire at us, so I'll turn on the stealth boy, go invisible, go in there, press some keys, and then come back. That's all I gotta do.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, well,
I'm
if you
here
need
for
us,
it.
if you
Well,
need us,
he's-
yell.
While he's
I-
doing that, can I make a notice check on this special ghoul
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
like
This one
Oh.
back here.
yeah.
Didn't even see that.
He's back there doing cool things.
That is a 3 with an impact.
Oliver, that is a glowing one, which is a particularly dangerous leader of ghouls, feral ghouls. They have the ability to irradiate vast areas around them and to cause harm to beings just by being in their presence. They also have the ability to resurrect other ghouls.
Sure. I will just announce to everyone to avoid that. And if we're to get into a conflict, leave that one to me.
How wide is that radius of radiation?
Would I know that from my past?
Yeah, you probably know about that. I think it's probably a good 10, 15 foot radius that could cause harm.
Why'd you move him around like that, Alice?
They're moving around, doing cool things.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Lee, are you ready?
I wouldn't mind any sort of enhancements, Doctor, if you have anything that might make me a bit faster or stealthier.
Oh my god.
The doctor's doing drugs.
I don't know.
Just
Lee,
for the sake of the mission.
I paid a whole 65 caps for this. I don't know. Kind of recovering here.
Oh, that's fair. If
You
it's the
can
only,
have-
if
you
it's
can
the
have
only
some
one you
jet.
have.
No,
then-
no, I have two. I'm just selfish. Just take it and I stab with it.
Well, I don't mind if you Okay, so I mean, I'm turning invisible. I have
Yeah.
terrible stealth, but I'm invisible.
You are those things.
Okay, so I'm
You're doing cool things.
so I'm gonna. I don't know. I think this is an okay plan. I don't know why everyone's so nervous. I'll
You're not
turn-
nervous. It's just the jet. Just go get him.
All right, so-
Are you itchy? Is anybody else itchy?
Okay.
When did it get so warm here?
The
Okay.
first step of Jet, you see the future. The second step of Jet is you can move faster. The third step of Jet is you can move more. You can do more. Just keep that in mind.
Move more, do more. Got it.
Move more, do more. Check.
All right, Lee, are you popping the stealth boy and making your way downtown?
Walking fast, yeah. I mean, it just so I'm aware, it only deactivates if I like do. Okay, it only deactivates if I do like damage to someone, right?
Or if they find you.
No, it doesn't. It does not deactivate when you do damage to somebody. It lasts for 3 rounds.
And I'm on Jet, and if I use all my actions to move, so I'll 2 of my actions, then I can move yellow. Yellow is 60.
It is. If you move yellow, though, it is going to give you a -2 to your stealth check. But you do get a +4 for your stealth boy, so.
Lee, if you just want me to cause a distraction, I'll go in there and start swinging.
No, Lee, you commit to this. I use my drugs on you. Go.
I'll just be ready. If you get discovered, I'll go in swinging so that they'll.
Yeah,
go
I don't want the
after me
turrets to
instead.
shoot somebody. I'm the only person who can hack it for sure. The only issue is me being stealthy, and I'm invisible, so I think I'm okay. Okay, I'm full of Jet. Let's go do this. Okay, so if I move 30, then I get a -2 on my stealth. My stealth, with the stealth boy giving me a +4, right?
Yeah.
Is equal to my agility. That would be 2. So probably shouldn't go top speed. So 15 feet at a time. That's not really good.
You can
I
roll
can't
your
move.
quick action, see how many extra VATS points you get.
Yeah.
All right. Boundless confidence.
Hey, look at that! There's a quick action.
Sweet. So I use my quick action and my 2 regular actions, and only move whatever the shortest one is. I forget the color, but it's 15 feet, so I can move 45 feet this round. So yeah, I can get down,
You're 90 feet from the terminal, 85 feet from the terminal.
and it's only going to take me 2 rounds. See, now I'm nervous.
You're not nervous. It's the Jet.
Let the
Go.
jet flow through you.
I probably wouldn't kill somebody on the finale.
You're on Jet. It won't hurt. Go.
Yeah, so I'll just go to that square there. I don't know how to make myself move and follow a line, but I'm just going to drag myself over here.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Okay, stealth checking. I got to beat 2.
You gotta beat 2? Is that what you said?
Yeah, because I get a +4 from the.
From the stealth boy.
Yeah, which I assume counteracts the -4 for not being trained in stealth.
Yep.
And then I
Oh,
just got to beat
God.
my. Then I just got to beat my agility, which is 2.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Look, I'm invisible.
Are you wearing flip flops? Is that why we can hear you?
I gotta beat a 2. Oh, okay. Nobody. That part was not discussed in the plan.
Okay, well,
I
I'll beat it
did.
right now with a single click of the skill die, and can I use 2 luck points?
I'll let you do that because it's the finale.
Sweet. I'm just gonna drop them over on this building here.
While Lee is planning his suicide, I'll write his eulogy from here.
Braids. No, just these 3. There we go. All right, Calvin. Round 2. Go ahead and roll your blue
Oh, man.
dice.
Do it.
Blue die. Aha! Another bottle. That's another 45 feet.
And Calvin, you can move farther each turn now. Because Jet.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
So,
moves you up
yeah.
on speed rank.
So then I can move 30 for each action, so I can move 90 total.
If you don't get caught.
If I don't get caught.
Yeah.
So
if
it's
you
gonna
get caught,
take-
you move 0.
This is true. So it's still going to take me a couple of move actions to get to the terminal, and then I'll use 1 action to terminate the terminal.
Excellent.
So far, so good. Okay. So
Give me your stealth check now.
Okay, stealth first. Skill die. Hey, I got some more luck points.
No.
Here, just take a couple more of those. Because I managed to roll a 5 again. And now just for some hacking, which is the thing that I am phenomenal at.
For everybody at home, Calvin only has 1 luck point left. His fate is in the hand of the gods.
The roll
Nothing
20
to worry
dice gods.
Okay, computers. 2 black die and a yellow die. Okay, so as long as I don't get an X on this skill die.
Don't speak it into existence.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
Well, that was all I can do right now.
So Lee, Calvin, you start hacking into the terminal, and the jet's just racing through your body, and you're like, "Oh my god, I'm Hacker Man!" And you're like doing 2 hands on the keyboard at one time, 4 hands on the keyboard at one time, even though you only have 2 arms. And a message appears in the terminal that says, "I got you this time, Dr. Lee, Dr. Kirby."
What?
And you hear all of the turrets kick on, and they begin to open fire on your friends.
Oh, this is the opposite of what I wanted.
You bastard!
Well,
So let me roll a couple of shots, and then we'll jump into combat. As the ghouls are like, "What the fuck?"
I cannot believe it's the computer's check that I messed up.
I knew it was coming.
It's like me with a stealth check.
Right?
I've got a 9 agility, and I've rolled an X like 7 times for that stealth check.
A man came to the casino with his government stimmy and lost it all.
Alright, black, yellow, and white dice. Oh, I rolled an X for my shot on Oliver. And my shot on Dogmeat. Black, yellow, skill dice. That's going to hit Dogmeat. Please give me an armor check versus 3 physical damage with 1 armor break.
When I roll for an armor check and I have strong armor, does that count?
It does.
Like, okay, so I have 1 strong armor and 3 physical armor, so I'm trying to roll under a 4.
So the 1 strong armor is not important. The strong armor is just automatically always ignores 1 point of damage.
Okay, so I'm trying to roll under a 3.
And because of the armor break, you're trying to roll a 2.
Okay. Well, I got a 4, so that doesn't matter.
So he'll absorb 1 because of his strong armor, but he'll take 2 points of physical there.
Okay.
And then a shot on Amber. That is going to miss. And a shot on Ajax. That is going to hit for 2 physical with 1 armor break.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, look at my tipping. Hey, I made it.
So you absorb 1, you take 1 point of physical damage.
Oh no. Mamma mia.
And the ghouls all start hissing and screaming and looking around for the cause of that gunfire, where they see our
It's
poor
the
beleaguered
turrets.
heroes. All right, so I'm gonna give the ghouls advantage because this is not what Lee was expecting.
Oh, man.
The glowing one does get a bottle, so it gets a special VATS action. It's going to use that action to charge. It'll have to move, and then it'll charge Oliver. And it lets out this horrible, horrible ghoul screech as it runs across the battlefield. Unit cards. I thought for sure this was going to go your guys' way.
I mean, yeah, there were no weak links in this plan. I don't know what happened.
All you had to do was pass a computer's check.
Like,
Where's the glowing one? Glowing one. Okay,
Oh,
here we
because I rolled the skill dice first.
the
If I rolled
special
last-
one is very much here.
Oh, I forgot. 1 second. Sorry, guys. They hide the weapon cards separate from the monster cards. Putrid glowing one swipe. Here we go. Maybe? Do I not have a weapon card for that? Guess he can't attack. Oh, here it is.
Don't hit me.
Okay, 3 black because of the charge.
Oh.
Oh,
And a skill dice.
Oh.
It's your lucky day, Oliver. He misses as he slams into the ground, and then he'll make a second attack with his quick action. That one will hit for 4 points of physical.
Okay. I'll soak 2.
So you'll take 2, and then you'll take 1 point of radiation damage and heal a point.
Cool.
Alright, then the other ferals. Gonna charge in groups. This group's gonna attack Dogmeat. With a black, and a black for the charge, and a green for the assist. That's 1 hit on Dogmeat for 2 points of physical.
soak one.
So he'll take, he soaks 1 and his strong armor absorbs 1, so he'll absorb both points.
Oh yeah, I need to get used to that.
And this group is going to... This group can't quite get all the way to Ajax, but they'll pile in this way, with only the lead one being able to hit Ajax. But they're dealing with their hive mind sort of situation. Ajax, that one will miss as he charges in. These 2 move to back up their friend, and then these 3 are going to take a double move over here.
Oh no.
Alright, heroes, who wants to activate?
I would like to activate.
I will
Me.
activate.
Oh,
Is Lee going to activate?
I think you might be.
Calvin, you're on mute.
Wow. Yes, I'm gonna activate. I was gonna take another shot at turning off those turrets,
Excellent.
real quick, if no one minds, and maybe turning them on the ghouls. But I'm not gonna push my luck. I'm just gonna try to turn them off right now.
Alright, I'm happy to let Lee go first if everybody else wants to do that.
Holy go!
Go for
Okay.
it, man.
Would it be possible to? Because I mean, like I can try to shut it off. Would it be possible to turn the turrets on to the ghouls, or?
Well, let's see how you hack into the terminal, and then we'll go from there.
I gotta get in first. Okay.
And
Okay.
roll your blue dice just in case a mysterious stranger shows up.
He does not, but I have an AP.
You have 2 AP.
Yeah, you have 1 more from your jet too.
Oh, baller. Okay.
Baller.
All right, let's change things up. Let's roll the 2 black die and the yellow die first. And now the skill die for my computer check. Go. Okay, so 6. That's definitely within my intellect. So 3 impacts on what you rolling there.
What's your roll?
I was rolling to counteract, but you have more impact than I do, so you win.
Ah, I'm in.
Yeah, you start doing your hacker thing up in the terminal, and somebody is actively trying to counter, to basically force you out of the system as you're going through.
Oh no, you don't know how to play this game.
And you are into the terminal, and since you did get 2 points of impact after the armor resistance that I rolled, you do have the ability to change the targeting parameters of the turrets.
I'm gonna, I gotta word this carefully because we have someone ghoulish on our team, but I'm going to turn
Shoot all undressed targets.
Aim at all targets without pants. Targets without
Wait,
shoes
dog
are
meat doesn't
okay.
have pants.
Dog,
no!
Fuck, man.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh no, I want to turn it on all the ghouls, but I don't know. Do the ghouls have like a higher level of radiation coming off of them?
They definitely have a higher level of radiation than Oliver has.
Okay, then I'll put it on all the ghouls with a radiation level higher than a certain amount.
Perfect. And you do see the previous targeting parameter was those fuckwit treasure hunters.
Dang.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Can I see where that's coming from with another computer's check?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. Yep. 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 Well, rolling them that way is apparently much better. That's a success with one impact.
So as you're sort of hacking through, you're messing with the terminal, changing the parameters on everything. You see that the this message appears to be coming from within the National Guard depot.
Okay.
More specifically, from inside this building here, the one that you're directly outside of.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, it seems like the hacking is coming from the base-wide intranet, not the internet connecting out beyond this area.
So, building near terminal. I've got 2 AP. I did what I needed with the turrets. I found where the message is coming from. I don't think there's anything else I need to do on this turn. I'll just take my pistol out. Is there any windows actually on this building I can see into?
There is not.
Is there a door that I can just quickly check?
There is a door. It's up around this corner over here. Down in the alley right there.
I could move, 30 in an action and not be spotted?
Well, you're pretty far away now. If you're not trying to sneak, you can move your one range increment farther because of your jet.
Yeah, I just want to see what we're dealing with there, and I feel like it's more useful to have turrets on the other ghouls than me in there. I feel like that will be a detriment to a physical fight, so instead I want to see who this hacker is. So yeah, I'll move at so I guess my full speed would be 1 range up. My range of yellow then becomes a red, so I can move 45 in 1 action. Yep. So I guess it'll still take me 2 actions to get to the door.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay. Yeah, you guys will do better without me, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm just going to see if I can find out who's hacking before they can get away.
Awesome. Coolio. So Lee goes running up around the corner. So that was 1 AP. I guess it was it 2 to get around the corner there? Or 2 to
Yes,
get
I needed
to
2. Yeah, my 2 actions were doing the hack-ins, and then my APs were doing the run-in.
Awesome.
Or switched up if I need to, because I don't know if I can do 2 moves with 2 APs.
Right. Who wants to go after Lee? Who's finally becomes uninvisible at the end of his turn. And the jet wears off.
Whew.
I'll go.
You're not nervous anymore.
Oh, well.
It might be something worse in a minute.
Let me roll my blue, so nothing happens for me. I will hit the glowing one right in front of me. That'll hit. That's a lot. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 impact, an armor break, and a crippled limb.
Well, he will take all of that damage. And a crippled limb. Ow. That hurt real bad. He's not down, but that hurt real bad.
Well, I will use 2 criticals to hit him again.
I'll let you know you don't have to roll the extra dice if you don't want to, but if you want to know how much damage you do, you can.
No, that's okay. I've got other things to beat up later. Bloody mess.
Well, fun fact, when you destroy the glowing one, the wave of radiation washes out over the other ones, and they also fall down dead.
Great.
Oh, nice.
And we drop out of combat as the turret stops shooting at you guys.
Cool.
Man, hitting it really hard just works sometimes.
I'm gonna check out that door.
That
Ember
brings
is
us-
going to go over to where Lee is so that he's not by himself.
Awesome.
Dog meat.
So Lee will like point towards the door, trying to be stealthy still, since it worked out so well for him just now. He'll do some complex series of signals with his like hand signals, like eyes and his door, and then shush, and then I don't know, YMCA or something.
Ember's just giving him a look of like, okay.
And then he'll walk over to the door. Is this door locked?
It is not locked, and there is a window in the door you can see inside.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll take a peek, trying to not be seen as best I can,
Awesome.
sticking my face in a window.
Give me a notice check and a stealth check.
Okay. Look at myself so I can get my die.
And that is
I
within
know.
your 60 feet, so your eyesight is not a problem.
Oh, good. Okay, let's do stealth first, just for funsies. Now that I don't have the stealth boy, I gotta roll better than a -2. Nice. Okay, so stealth probably failed, I would imagine.
Yeah, you you kind of go to look in the window and you accidentally open the door.
That bad. Okay. Let's do that notice check then. With my perception. Oh, wow!
So startled.
Just a cascading series of whoa.
Yeah, Lee, you're a little surprised by the weight of the door giving way, and you sort of fall on your face into this building.
Oh man.
Can
that
Ember
was fun while it
quickly follow
lasted.
him and roll a notice?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god. This is she gets a black. Oh shit, it doesn't do anything. Oh, she misses.
You're checking on Lee. You're not really paying attention in the room.
She did not understand your hand signal.
We get him.
He's like, what are you doing?
Lee, are you trying to sneak?
Lee, you do hear a voice at the end of this room that says, "Oh, good, Dr. Kirby, you finally found your way in here."
Yes, I have. As Lee like starts to stand up, adjusts his glasses, and what do we see?
You look up, you look around, and you see that somebody in a full-body hazmat suit has come around the corner. It's pure white. It's got black accents, and it does have a red Vitruvian Man symbol on the breast. And he kind of looks at all of you. He says, "I was wondering how long it would take for you all to get here."
Who are you?
I'm Dr. Rathburn. I represent the Institute.
She'll look at Calvin. Well, Lee.
Right, yes. The they were the ones doing the virus, right?
Yes.
And the synth things, those little white chips, had that symbol on them as well,
Yes, they did.
if I'm remembering. Okay. So you are the ones behind that virus that killed a whole bunch of people, and also those synths that look like us. Interesting replicants, by the way. Although I gotta say, I think you you could have made mine look a little bit prettier, but I won't hold that against you.
They are an exact genetic match. If you were unsatisfied with their appearance, that says more about you than it says about us.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm pretty confident in my appearance. What are you doing here?
Well, my employer and my colleague both said that you are people who are making decisions in the Commonwealth that we needed to bring on board.
Board?
And, he kind of he says, "One moment, please," and he takes out a small silver grenade. He throws it on the ground beside him, and there's a flash of blue lightning, and Kellogg appears.
Oh god.
He says, Rathburn, it took you long enough to find them.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Kellogg. I represent the Institute and the old man. Where's that cultist that you guys are traveling around with, the one who sucker punched me?
Why does it matter?
I want to make sure you're all present for this discussion.
He's dead.
I will. I'll step into the doorway.
Ember just rolls her eyes like.
He says,
And he has been reborn.
He says, "Come on in.
Look, there he is.
It's a miracle, back from the dead, like Lazarus of old."
Same could be said for you.
Yeah, you hit me really hard. It was a good move. I'm going to remember it. We took the liberty of clearing this place out of those raiders that Bunker Hill asked you to deal with. We did rescue the hostages as well. They're waiting for you in the building across the street, but my boss wants to talk to you. And he'll go up to the terminal that the Rathburn was hacking from, and he'll spin the monitor around. He says, "Come closer, you can't see that far away."
I will come closer.
Yeah, I'll bite. I'll step forward.
Ember does not move.
Yeah, Lee's coming forward.
And Kellogg will kind of sit up on the desk, and he'll reach over to the keyboard and press a couple of keys. And the Institute symbol appears on the terminal, and it sort of phases in and out for a second before it pops up into a video screen of some beautiful, immaculate white laboratory. And sitting in front of a camera is an older gentleman wearing a white lab coat with a nice full beard, who is looking at all of you with almost amused disdain on his face. And he says, "Dr. Kirby, it is nice of you and Dr. Richards to take the time to speak with us and your friends."
I mean, if you wanted a meeting, I'm sure there were easier ways to set one up.
I don't make many voyages to the Commonwealth. My name is Father, and I am the director of the Institute.
When he says his name is Father, Ember just like audibly laughs in the background.
Is that a last name, or is that?
No, it's a sobriquet, my friend. It's something that's a name that was given to me by the synths. I am their genetic host. I am the father of all of the synths and the leader of the Institute.
Okay.
And I understand that we have a mutual enemy.
Do we now? And who might that be?
The aliens. The Zaytans.
Oh, that enemy. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I understand. I've been keeping tabs on your progress in your hunt for the Vault 23 and your search for the spiral. You found out about the Zayden threat a couple of days ago. What are you thinking, Dr. Kirby?
Well, these Zaydens aren't something that I've ever read about. I'm skeptical of their existence. It's entirely possible that they're some sort of misidentified species, but I can't argue with results. I saw an example of their power, so they must be something real.
You saw the weapon, the one that killed Gertrude, did you not? The green laser beam from the sky?
That would be it. Seems you're already aware of that being a thing that they have.
I'm aware of a great many things that are happening in the Commonwealth. And I'm aware that you all are the best chance of the Institute finding Vault 23 and turning the device the aliens seek against them.
Is that what's in the vault? An alien weapon?
I don't believe it started off as a weapon, but that is what is there now. You have
Is
to
that-
talk to your friend, the stranger, about its creation and about its intended use, but I know that Myrtle is looking for it as a weapon. She wants to finish her work and destroy the rest of the human race. Which, as a member of the human race, I cannot allow.
Right, no, yeah, of course, that's... Of course not. So, that's all that was in the vault? That's all she wanted us to find? That's the only thing that's in there?
There are other things in there. There are treasures that were taken by the Spiral's victims. The 36 individuals that he took as residents at the vault and tortured for 90 years before opening the vault again to attract newcomers.
90 whole years.
Yeah.
It's been busy.
He had his fun with them until Vault Tech sent the all clear symbol to the vaults and started opening the doors again.
Can you at least tell us what this alien device is supposed to do, or what it is, or how is it supposed to wipe out all humanity?
That we're not sure of. We need to capture the device in order to study it and figure out how to deactivate it or defuse it.
I'm just a little worried that we're going to go in there and activate it ourselves accidentally.
Well, as long as all of you have not had alien DNA imprinted in you, you should be fine.
That's all.
Yeah, Pops, I don't really understand here. Why are we going to the vault when we could just take Myrtle out? You know, you'd finish her off, and then we don't have to worry about what the weapon would do.
I sent a squad to deal with Myrtle. I sent 4 coursers, which are the most dangerous weapons the Institute can bring to bear. She left the planet.
Oh,
That's one way to get away.
yeah, good to know that's an option.
She has made her way aboard the Zayden mothership, as far as I know. But my eyes and ears are terrestrially bound, we'll say.
Okay, so we can't get her yet because she's off-world.
So we're using the vault as bait, and hopefully we'll hit her when she comes down, or at least give you the toy.
I think that
It's
that
not a
is a
bad
great
idea.
arrangement for us to come to. Yes, Dr. Richards.
So, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. We find the vaults, we get the thing, and we put some sort of weapon inside there, something big and explosive that she can't just escape from. That's assuming you're being completely honest with us, which...
They're not.
I have no reason to be less than forthright with you, Dr. Kirby.
I've been swayed by compliments before. I just want to be on my toes here.
I'm not wearing an
Ember
ascot.
laughs again.
Yeah, old Dr. Kirby fell for the old ascot pot. They sweetened him up real good.
Speaking of ascots, wasn't that somebody who was working with you?
Mr. Harrington and I had an arrangement for him to track down the vault, but he has proven to be ineffective in the face of your efforts.
Was he another one that you told it could only be you that does this?
No, he approached us.
Mm.
And the fact that he was able to find us persuaded me to grant him an audience.
And where is he now?
He fled the Institute. I don't know where he is yet, but we're going to find him.
Probably in space, too.
It's not unlikely that Myrtle may have come for him, but we didn't receive any transference of energy to our headquarters.
So he's still in play and might be working against Myrtle, or might have been a double agent this entire time, or triple agent at this point.
Perhaps. And there is the matter of Mr. Praxton's former family, hoping to use the weapon to achieve the Great Divide as well. So, this is a very dangerous game that we're all playing, looking for this vault. And I think our goals are not dissimilar. Treasure hunters and the Institute. I believe we can come to some kind of accord.
Okay, I have one question.
As you
If you're
wish.
you want to work with us so bad, why were your turrets aimed at us?
Yeah, I saw that message. It wasn't very polite.
Mr. Rathburn, what is the meaning of this? And the guy in the hazmat suit kind of perks up and the exclamation mark pops up over his head. I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh, I know what I'm talking about. I'm the one who unhacked your hacks. I counterhacked your back hack.
Must have been an accident.
Yeah, no, that didn't seem like an accident. I've seen accidental code. I've written some accidental code in my time. You forget a semicolon somewhere and everything goes wrong. You were pointing those at us, and I would very much like to know why. It took a lot of effort to shut them down.
You see,
Yeah,
Father
Lee said
leans
it's him.
forward. He says, Mr. Rathburn, I assure you, you should come clean with me. And Dr. Rathburn kind of looks around and says, I don't know what you're in. Before he could finish his sentence, you hear gas valves release in his hazmat suit, and you hear him scream for a second before he falls down dead.
That was a little more extreme than I intended.
I know. I
That's
think
what
this
you
is,
do to your allies?
this is a fair trade. He called us fuckwits on the computer.
Not my allies, my peons.
And what does that make us?
Allies.
Mm.
Partners for a better future.
Well, that
What
all
ex-
sounds real lovely, Mr. Father, Sir. But I'm confused as to what you want with what we find. You know, you've talked about my family. You've talked about what these alien witches want. What do you want out of all of this? And why should we trust you any more than we trust any of them?
I want what the Institute has wanted for the last 300 years. I want the continued existence of the human species. And I don't mean scraping by on this post-apocalyptic wasteland. I mean thriving, rebuilding civilization. I want us to get back to where we were before the war. To build a better future free from this detestable violence and this predilection towards brutality.
That is a noble goal. That's something I want too.
We at the Institute are creatures of science. We are people dedicated to progress. We want nothing to do with the surface world.
So what exactly are we getting out of this partnership?
I'm willing to offer you safe harbor in the Institute. And the use of our resources to help discover the things you need to find to finish your search for the vault.
I mean, we're pretty close already. There's just, I mean, we've gotten pretty far on our own.
You have. I'm very impressed. But you have only begun the first part of your trip.
There's more. I mean, I guess all we really know is what Myrtle told us about how to get there.
Now, you have all of the code that you need from the spiral, and you have well, soon, I assume you will have the navigation robot you need to find your way to the vault, but the vault is buried somewhere in the glowing sea. That's not a day trip, Dr. Kirby. It's a dangerous irradiated hellscape, and anybody who is not your friend Mr. Paxton will succumb to the radiation over time. Unless you have a way to get in and out of the sea very quickly.
Which is what you have, like those teleportation grenades or something.
Yes. We have a signal relay that can take you from the Institute to anywhere that you've been in the Commonwealth.
That does sound useful.
And I'm willing to offer safe passage for that little girl you're traveling with.
How do you know about her?
I know about everything, Miss Malik.
Yeah, father knows best, apparently.
How do you know about everything?
I have eyes and ears throughout the Commonwealth.
And what will you do if we deny?
I will leave you to your fate, and I will find another solution to deal with this alien threat.
What other solution is there? I thought you said that we were the solution.
You are the non-violent solution.
Non-violent. Then what are we expecting to do?
The disease we are working on, that Dr. Kirby has studied, is intended to wipe out life in the Commonwealth. To wipe out life on the surface, so the Zaydans think they have succeeded in their mission, while allowing the Institute to play dead in the center of the Earth where they can't find us. So they can move on.
So if we don't do this, you'll just wipe out everybody.
Everybody who's not a member of the Institute.
Just give us a moment to confer with each other.
Of course, it is a very large decision you have to make. I wouldn't want to rush
It is. Let's just step outside, everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I will meet you in a minute. I just have a quick question for Father here.
Sure.
Sir, do you know about the things going on in the sea?
What I can get. Some of my spies have difficulty making it deep in there, but I do have information about the children of Adam, at least.
There's a girl that I'd like to know a little bit more about. Her name is Lucy. Whatever you can find might be very helpful.
I've heard a couple of rumblings from your brother Simon about her. I can send a few coursers that way to figure out any additional information I can find.
I would appreciate it. And I will walk out.
Everybody in the alley, roll a notice check.
I crit.
I critically fail.
Hey, crit.
Whoa!
That would be a failure for me, but I'm not going to use my last luck point on it.
Good plan.
Well, Ember and Oliver, you notice as you all come out to have your little confab in the hallway between the two buildings. At the far end on this fence, a raven comes and lands and seems to take a keen interest in what you are talking about.
Ember will literally look at the raven and be like, "We can't even get a moment of silence out here? You have to watch us? Really?"
Ember, who are you talking to?
The raven
Freaking bird!
The raven squawks and flies away.
Okay, well, it seems like you scared it off.
Yeah, there are no birds here anymore. We're okay. Be scared.
So
I mean,
he's just like pacing.
I say we just take it. These motherfuckers have been hogging AC for 300 years.
Would it be that bad that everybody died?
Yeah, because we're part of that.
I've been alive for way too long, honestly.
Yeah, well, you didn't fix that when you took some drugs, did you?
No, I was pressured into that though.
Ember, this kind of includes Gemma. Unless she has some other secrets she's hiding from us, I doubt she's part of the Institute.
Death is probably better than her life right now.
Well, that's really up to her, isn't it?
No, apparently it's up to us.
Well, that's the frustrating part. Either we do this and if we don't do this, everyone dies because of the Institute. or everyone dies because of aliens blowing everybody up.
Yeah, it's a
We
catch
do
22.
this, and maybe that doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, I guess we don't really have a choice then, do we?
I'm not very comfortable allying ourselves with people who made those viruses and those synths and who just killed a guy in front of us. But
I don't know that we have a choice. Like he said, I'm the only one who can walk through the glowing sea, and there are people out there that will make that very difficult for me.
we're going to need all of us to get into the vault. And we're going to need to get to the vault to do that. So I say we work with them, but keep our guard up. They could quite easily at some point decide we're peons instead of allies.
We probably already are.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear any institute issued hazmat suits.
Oh, no, definitely not.
I think that one was specially made. It fit him really well. Like he looked good in it.
It was the ascot of hazmat suits.
It was. It's a no-brainer. I say take the deal.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
But that guy in the hazmat suit proves that there are people in the institute even that are going to be working against us, so we can't trust anyone regardless of who
No.
they are.
I imagine the moment we open that vault, they'll be there with knives in our backs. But
Yeah.
we're going to need them to even get to the door.
How can you not trust the Institute?
But, I mean, we've all made it this far, so I think we can handle, one more villain.
It's another gun in this Mexican standoff. Let's just do it.
All right, let's go be heroes.
Awesome. So, before we go strike a deal with Father, let's go ahead and take our 5-minute break real quick.
Nice.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Everybody get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, get some water. Life will be good. We'll see you in a minute.